Welcome to Beyond the Field. I am out here with Jason Johnson, MLK, and Coach Mike, and we are out here at, what is it?
Canbeer Park.
Canbeer Park, and we don't have a lot of noise in the background, but we want to do something different. We got off to the screen, and we came out in person, and we're here for a special reason, man. Martin Luther King Jr. And it's been a very different experience here from what I'm used to, but at the end of the day, it's still the same goal. So I want to, talk about the different cultures of, how Martin Luther King is being celebrated, because you have, this is Collier County, and you have a lot of different ethnicities here, and it's definitely something different from what I'm used to, but we're going to jump into it, and then we really reason why we want to do this, because we do base this show off of sports education, and this would never happen if Martin Luther King didn't have a dream. We wouldn't be able to get no NIL deals right now. Now he would still be segregated, and we'll be in a rough situation right now.
So you're saying that they were culturally diverse environments?
No. They just got certain cultures here. And this your hometown, Johnson, so I need you to sit up here and tell them to get it right.
Okay.
Community leader. But man, they're doing a great job out here, and I had an opportunity to talk to the NCAA president, and he let me know the reasoning behind and the strategies of what this parade means for neighbors. And what we got to do is we got to start using, what we're doing is using our platform to bring more people out to this thing. So we can get more people out here to follow the dream, be a part of the dream, and not sit at your house on your butts. So we finna get into it, man. How y'all fellas doing? Feeling good?
Doing great.
Feeling good.
Great.
And the poor folks here, highly dressed and highly favored.
Yeah, man. So, Coach Mike, you brought us out here.
Yes, I did.
Signed us up for something we had no clue about.
I did do that.
No information.
I did.
But we here.
I gave you the time and bring your lawn chairs.
So as you can see, it's a different vibe than our lawn chair. So what was the purpose for you getting us all out here?
Well, the purpose was I came to this event probably about 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. Like you said, it's different. Very different. And so I came out here to sell books. So I am the author of Love, Live, and Lead, How to Transform Your Life from Ordinary to Exceptional. And so I came out here, and I think I sold maybe like 30 books that day. But my nephew performed on the big stage, and then we got a chance to meet Miss Sherry Armstrong, and then some other leaders in the community. And so what I wanted to do, I wanted to start bringing more people to see this event. To meet Vincent Keys, who's the director of the NAACP of Collier County. He's doing some amazing things over here. He's starting some programs that are getting our kids into Flight Academy. We got kids they're going to Jacksonville and Pensacola, and they're spending 30 days with actual people who fly planes, pilots, and also mechanics. So that's giving them a different, it's exposing them to more than what they normally would be exposed to. So for us to come over here, I want you guys just to come see and see the vibe of it and see what's going on. And so maybe next year we can have a more prominent role in organizing the event.
And that's definitely what we're trying to do with Beyond the Field. We're trying to set a pathway so we can give outlets to each and every individual that watches our show, because that's a lot of stuff that, a lot of things happen because people don't have a lot of stuff to be exposed to. Jason, you're not from Florida. This right here.
Legends, when I see legends, you know what I'm saying?
Come on in, baby. Come on in.
So y'all know
Come on in, baby.
we on the show, but no, you good. Come on through, guys. No, you good. Listen, this is what it's about. That's why we out here in the public doing what we doing, man, because we want you guys to come on and be a
We
part
got the
of it.
legendary, can I say your name? We got the legendary Brian Claremore in the house, man. A legend in the house, man. You know, appreciate you, man, for protecting and serving us, man. In case y'all didn't know, before I became the mayor of Immokalee, he was the mayor of Immokalee.
So real quick, how long y'all gonna
He
be
passed it down to me.
Can y'all give us 10 minutes?
Oh, man.
And I can tell you everything? Because we're in the middle of the show. Yeah, no, you good. So,
Appreciate that.
yeah, no, love, baby, love. Yes, sir. And that's the beautiful thing about how hosting the show out here, man.
Yes, it
It's
is.
raw, uncut, and we're being able to get people into the experience. So, we're going to go back. Jason, you're not from around here.
So I've been down here for 20 years. This is my first time coming to a MLK event in Naples. So what I am seeing is that this is definitely, if you're not used to this environment, it could actually be a little bit uncomfortable. But for us to grow, we have to be ready to be uncomfortable. And that's what MLK was. I mean, he always got into spaces that were not comfortable. So this is actually exciting. So, man, I'm just seeing a lot of promise, a lot of opportunity just for growth.
You can make dreams.
With what Mike was actually speaking on,
Send me a message.
growth with youth,
Yes, sir.
and then people actually coming together and really learning more about each other and just really expanding and not staying in our own corner. So this is definitely different. But this is actually dope though, because this is small, but I'm just seeing where we can actually make this thing grow. We can definitely stir up something.
And y'all got to excuse the noise in the background. We are at the MLK event, and we got people coming up. We talking like my dog Horde right here chilling. Long time friend. Yeah, we filming right now. So my dog, he want. Hold on, we got to get in the camera though. So y'all come on in so they can see how your hair look. Where your hair look? Why you ain't got no hair? Put that thing back where you
So good with my house on Elway, man. I still got some baby house somewhere around here. Baby house somewhere.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I got a real job.
You got a real job?
Got a real job now.
Most definitely. So
You want to be in the street, you got to stay out the street.
message.
Y'all take care.
All right, appreciate you, my boy. Now, Johnson, you from Naples. Johnson, you ride 4 miles all the time.
Listen.
So what's going on down here in Collier County?
It's much different. It's just much different. You might not see as many like weaves and BBLs and all this type of stuff.
Cut it out.
But we do have some ghetto people.
Probably see more, but they can
Yeah,
afford it.
and then, we ain't shooting no stones at nobody, but when you come to a vendor event, they carpool their ribs down here in Naples. So since he want to have jokes, it ain't real smoked barbecue.
Listen, Naples, we do have to get a better job. I mean, we have to do a better job. We got to do a better job on that. We need more. We just need more people to come out to work. More food trucks, more vendors and things like that to give some competition in the future. Because these people sometimes they just put out anything here. So, I give that to you. At least when Fort Myers, you go to Fort Myers, Tampa, the people come out. You know what I'm saying?
But the best MLK parade, no knocking nobody. St. Petersburg, Florida, hands down, best MLK parade in the state of Florida. I don't know about outside, but it really, shows the culture and gets down to business. Coach Mike,
Thank y'all. God bless.
we walked in the parade and I seen you, stepping into your shoes, becoming a future mayor. You didn't wave with one hand, you waved with 2 hands.
I had to get both of them.
Yes. So that's very presidential.
Very well done.
Yes. At a point in time, the songs got tired because we had to take a break.
And reload the gun.
Yes, man. So,
Alright, we are going to keep it moving.
what has MLK taught you? What do you remember MLK for?
Alright. Before we keep
Give us
moving
your
with our
spiel.
performers, and I would
Well,
ask
so
next
for
up,
me,
we do have
MLK,
Master Maria to play,
I can
so
remember
if
back
you
when I
are
was a
with
little boy, and my grandmother had a
Master
picture
Maria
of
is sharing
MLK. It
Baptist
was
Church,
almost
if
like
you
a
can just verify that
picture
your
inside
music
of
is
a
good to
plaque.
go and be ready
And it
on
was
deck
on the
because
wall,
you will be performing
and nobody
next if you
touched
are with
it.
Master
She was the
Maria
only one that
Missionary
dusted
Baptist
it.
Church.
Nobody
But before
touched
we
it.
take the
If you
stage,
touch
I want to
that
go
picture in
ahead
that
and give a
plaque,
shout out to
man,
our
listen, you're gonna
sponsors,
get the
so many
belt on.
organizations
So nobody
that make
touched
this
it.
event
And so I
possible,
remember that. Then I
including
remember
the city
every
of
MLK
Naples,
day,
Collier County,
some would come on
Papa
TV.
John's Pizza.
And
We
I
eating
remember
good
one
today, and
year
there are a
I
lot of
asked my
local
grandmother, I said,
restaurants
well,
here
who is
visiting
this guy
also people have a
MLK?
good meal today.
And she said, well,
Chick-fil-A,
baby, he the reason
McDonald's, the Home
that you
Depot,
are able to go to school where you
also want to
going
give
to
a
school
shout
at.
out. Y'all
And so
like
I
the
was going
music
to a
today,
small
right? We
elementary
like the
school,
music. Shout
and
out
it
to
was
Spin
white
City
and
DJs
black.
over here to
My
my
best
left.
friend at the time was a
Making
white
sure
dude.
we've got our audio
But we
covered.
didn't
And of
recognize
course,
that in
making
each
sure we
other. We
have
just
good
liked
music.
it each other. You know,
Lakers
like we
Nissan,
both like
also a
playing in the
sponsor
dirt,
for us
eating
today.
dirt, all that
And
good
of course,
stuff.
Fox
You
4
know,
is a sponsor
but
as well. So
as
keep
the
it up,
years
sponsors,
grew on
because
and
they
as
make
we
this
grew
happen.
up, we
We'd
grew
like to see
apart.
it.
But it was
Also, a
all
little
based
later on, we are
on
going
the
to
community
give
that we
our
lived in
divine
inside
nine who
Georgia.
are here today
Because people start
a shout
doing this
out,
the older
okay?
you get.
Because we
You
love our
don't see
divine
black
nine
and white
organizations.
mingle, you
They're a
know.
part of our
So you can
history,
be in the
okay?
same
So
area,
a
but you
little
don't
later
get
on, if you are
opportunity
a part of the
to
divine
like
nine, just in my
mingle, you know.
direct vision, I
And
can see Alpha Kappa,
and so
Alpha
then I
Sorority,
went off into
Incorporated.
the
I
military,
see Delta Sigma
and
Theta Sorority
I saw a little bit more
Incorporated. A lot of
appreciation
our
for
organizations here
people that
today. We
were
are
my
going to
color that
shout
had
all
on a
of you guys
uniform.
out and show love today
But
as well.
also
So
seeing
make
it,
sure
there wasn't a
that
great
you're here for that
appreciation
word
for
call
people that
as
didn't
well.
have on
All right, do we
that didn't
have
have on a
Macedonia
uniform, but
Missionary
wasn't
Baptist
shooting the
Church?
basketball or
Yes.
running
All
with a
right,
football.
come
You
on
know,
over
so I got a different
to the stage.
perception of black people around the world during my time in the military. So when I got out of the military, I moved back to my hometown, and I guess I started doing my version of MLK, and that was helping the youth out. So I co-founded Bama Sports Club with Al Florence and Greg Sparkman, and I say, you know, in a 5-year period, we kept 299 kids out of the youth detention center. You know, we had them doing something every day. And then I took that and I jumped into coaching and teaching. You know, so I guess I was just trying to do my part of the MLK dream, you know. And so then once I figured out what my gift was, is developing that next generation, I've been full throttle with it. And you know, and keeping up with you guys, man, it's been awesome. So we just getting started. Just getting started.
Jason, what did you teach you? Being the oldest guy in the bunch.
So for me, in reflection right now, he's someone that followed his life. He really truly looked at other people because he was 24 years old when he had his kid. He could have actually lived a different life. He could have insulated himself and done well with his family, stayed up north right after college, and just lived like that. But he went back down south. He was only earning about equivalent from 1964 till now, about $81,000 a year, which is really not that much money right now. That's what he was doing, and he was doing this for real, and with strength. That is a lot of strength to have a non-violent, strategic protest. He did that as a strategy, but also really wanted to follow love. So there's that. He also learned how to use media, because that's what they did in regards to the movement. That's how people got to actually see what was actually going on with those pictures. And then you look at humility and then also not really stopping, because once they got that bill signed, he kept on going. Where he was going then was not just for black rights, but for the rights of poor people, to have housing. So he just kept on going. So for me, follow your why, to persevere, to be true to yourself, and embrace healthy conflict, because he didn't stay quiet. A lot of people call them names and they chastised him and all that stuff, but he kept going. And if he didn't do it, along with all those other people there like Douglas, Booker T. Washington, X, we really couldn't be here. Not with this ease right here. I mean, he just walked down the street in a city, in a wealthy city down in the South. He had riches.
United States.
If he hadn't stepped in and been who he was, this might have been hard for him. This is just real. So this right here is just really a real reflection, and I want to end by saying, really follow and love what you do, because I feel like he loved this movement and loved this vision even more so than what he was doing with his family, because he knew that it was going to kill him. But he also had that vision to go at it hard, knowing that he wasn't going to physically see it.
That's crazy, bro, because he put together something that he would never get to experience. You feel what I'm saying? And it's to have that type of vision, to put yourself in a situation where you put everything about your life on the line to see something in the future for somebody else. And that is my spiel, and that's one of the things that resonates so much with me with MLK, is how he pretty much took himself out of the equation and, you know, made it about everybody else. And being here in a media company and allowed to pull my camera out and us to be here in this park speaks volumes. And that's the beautiful part about it, you know what I'm saying, the dream for me, and I love it. Now you got Johnson from Naples. You do your thing.
Yeah.
So what's that?
It's you know what's funny is what Coach Mike was saying about you know, growing up, some of his closest friends was white, and like me growing up, a lot of some of my closest friends were white and stuff like that. It's crazy how like how naive you seem to be when you are a kid. Like you don't know a bunch of stuff that you don't really see until you get old. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's kind of surprising when I look back. My white friends and the different friends that I have, you really start to separate. Like, you know what I'm saying? The older you got, it seemed like it was like, you know, you start paying attention more to politics, you start paying attention, and all that stuff kind of almost poisoned you. You know what I'm saying? We used to be in the dirt. All we cared about was riding bikes and doing all this type of stuff, and then you start worrying about stuff like, man, you start, you know, the media starts feeding you stuff, you start getting programmed, and you start looking at this person different, you're like, oh man, it's like, it's so surprising how you see it happen. And I think, I really think it's a business. I think the more divided that you can keep people, the more you can sell them things. You know what I'm saying? I took a marketing class, right, when I was in college, and it kind of opened up my eyes. You know, they put people in certain categories. Like for instance, they had a category called shotgun pickers, right? Basically, if you own a shotgun, you own a pickup, basically we know how to market to you, we know how to, you know exactly, we probably don't even know down to the beer you're gonna drink, the food you're gonna eat, and all this type of stuff. It's like once you get those things about people, it's so easy to program. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell you who you need to vote for. Now I'm gonna tell you who you should dislike. Now, this person hasn't did anything to you but because they're eating, they're drinking Bud Light. No, you can't be around this person. You feel me? So, it's kind of, when you were saying that, it's kind of like,
So that's the reason why we have to be able to break through stereotypes, because it sounds like within your class they were marketing to stereotypes.
right.
And that's what we usually do. We see a person and look a certain way, we think that we know it.
Right.
We got to be willing to have a conversation with us, ourselves, and then have that convo with them, and then all those other things can be broken down.
And that's powerful information, and seeing it the way you see it, a lot of people don't. You know what I'm talking about? And it's understanding the space that we're in now. And MLK's real mission was to bring equality to all humanity and all opportunities to all humanity. Right now we're in a possibility, in a world where possibilities are endless just because of the steps he took. We're out here at this festivity and we're going to enjoy ourselves. So this is going to be a little shorter show, but we just want to come out vibe and we're going to go get some B-roll and we're going to enjoy ourselves out here at the park. But Johnson, I do got one question. It was very, very, very detailed that you bring your own chair, right? And if you notice, Johnson is the only one.
I got the white chair. I got the white chair.
No.
So I'm showing you quality. That's what it is.
Johnson, did you bring your chair? Look at his shirt. Not today. You feel me? We on the field, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. We out.